Okay, now this is going to be probably the most difficult part of the chimney, is the very top straight part. What I've done is I've laid all the blocks out on the plan here, and I've got two of the 2.5-inch beams here, and what I've done is I've laid all the blocks out and make sure that there's no repeats on the blocks, so there's no obvious pattern formed. Once again, this little square window that you see here is actually got a piece of cardstock glued onto the back of it. So it's just one of the little diamond windows from the Tavern Windows mold. Now, I wish I had two 3-inch beams. It would have worked better, but I ran out of them. They're being used throughout the rest of them, and there are no castings left at this point. So we're going to make do with the 2.5-inch beams. So let's start. This is going to form the core that we're going to wrap these bricks around, which is probably the easiest way to do it. Now this video is going to be long because I'm going to glue everything so that you get some idea of the difficulty of gluing this thing. So what I'm going to do is let's start with gluing these two halves together. Let's spread the glue out a little bit. And you know, I guess I probably should have put wax paper down, but let's get these two kind of back to back fairly straight. They don't have to be perfect because they're going to form the core of this. And this is probably going to rest right about here, and the very top is going to be hollow. We're not going to have anything in the center of the chimney at the top. Now if you take a look at your plan here, this row right here that says back, that's going to be the back of our chimney. So we need to glue this onto the back of these. In order to do that, we're going to have to flip these guys upside down. So I'm going to flip all of these things over onto the back side so we can go ahead and glue these on here like this. Now I don't know if it's critical, but you may want to put a little glue in between these. I am going to I'm going to put a little glue on this side, a little glue on this side, so that'll go in between there, and I'll do that here and here. Probably should have put some wax paper down. And put a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue here. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're going to squeeze these together. If they don't line up right yet, it's okay. We got a lot of blocks to try to get to work where this is going to work. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down. So I'm going to apply glue to the back side and to the left side and to the right side of this beam. So let's put some glue one side, here and here, and we are going to stick this beam right down here. Now I'm going about a 1/4 inch up from the bottom because I want to kind of support it up, you know, a little bit higher than I can. I guess you could shove it all the way to the bottom, but then we'd have 2 rows of blocks forming an empty chamber which doesn't have any support on the inside. So we're going to do that. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start putting blocks up on the sides. Well, what I would do is, we've already got glue on the side here. You probably could just stick this on here and be just fine. I mean, I can just stick that on the side. The square, I'm going to put a little glue here, and I think I'll put a little glue here. Wherever you put glue will help this thing sort of stick together better. So I'm going to put a little glue here on this side, a little glue in between the blocks, and that'll go right there. And then this one's going to go up on the side. Let's see, it'll go about there. I'll just stick it in there. I think we'll have enough glue. I'll just apply the glue to the little squares here. There, we're going to put a little glue on the bottom here. And I'll just put that there. And then this one here will go up. Now, it's probably going to need a little bit of glue there. And then we have the very top. And thinking about it, it might be better if we don't glue this top row of bricks on yet. And, you know, I'm kind of thinking better about it now. I think what I'll do is I'll just leave this row off the top. Let's just not worry about the row on the top because we've got nothing to wrap around and it's just going to kind of fall in on itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the other side. This one says the left side. And yeah, I know. Well, it should be right side. It doesn't matter. Left and right, they're the same, so it's not going to worry. Not going to mess things up. I'm just going to put this one over here on this side. Okay, and let's see. We're going to put a little glue here. I'm going to put a little glue here. Let's glue that right there. And this one's going to go up next. I'm going to put a little glue right there. Okay, we'll get that one up here. This one I think I'm just going to put right in there, just like it is. And then this one right here, little glue here, little glue on the bottom. And if you don't happen to glue every single thing, it's probably not going to be a big deal, because we got enough glue floating around as it is. I will put a little glue on the bottom here. Okay. So at this point we've got 3 sides, and we're just going to put the remaining side on the top here. Okay. You know what, I changed my mind. I think I will go ahead and put this top piece on. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. We're going to go ahead and stick that top piece on there, like that. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this little square brick on the side here and here. And I'm going to glue a little square on the other side. That's going to go down there. Okay, so I need a little glue here. There we go. Now, we're just going to glue the pieces on the top here. So I am going to go ahead and put glue under here. I'll put a little glue here too. And then we've got the square pieces that will go on top. So, let's see. That'll do pretty good. And I'll glue all the way across the bottom. If you have the core to glue to, it allows you, if you miss something, it's not a big deal. If you miss, you know, oops, I'll get glue on my plan there. Okay, that window's going to be recessed back like that. And then we've got this one going on. Put a little glue under there. Come on, get in there. There you go. Okay, put this on. And I'm going to glue this on here. And then the final piece will go right across the top here. So I'm going to put a piece here. And I'm going to go ahead and little glue on the back side right here. And that will pretty much finish the chimney. Now what you can do at this point, we've got our chimney done. We're just going to take our Legos here and we're going to try to push all these on together and get fairly straight. And what you have to be careful of is the very top here. Because the top, you know, you can kind of shove a block in and there's nothing to support the inside. I suppose if you wanted to, you could take a square something or other, you know, a couple extra square blocks like this and stuff them temporarily on the inside like that, just to give it something to push against. But, you know, you got to get them blocks out of there later, because, okay, we'll take it like that, and if you want, we can turn it on its side, squeeze everything together again. There we go, kind of push it like that. And take this and we'll turn it on its next side. Push everything together again, and that probably let that thing dry, and I think we pretty much got the top of our chimney. Okay, everything here for the chimney top is dry, or at least dry enough. What we're going to do is go ahead and assemble the rest of the chimney top. We've got these 3 panels here, we've got this, and then we've got the top of the chimney that we glued before. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip this guy face down, and we're going to flip this on its side and flip this on its side. So these 2 are going to glue on each side. This is going to glue here. And remember your window right here? Okay, we're flipping everything over. So you want to flip your window out. Because if you leave your window here, it's going to be glued against the side of the house and you're never going to see it. So be sure you glue things together that way. The remaining thing that we have to do for the top of the chimney, like we did for the bottom of the chimney, is we have sides here, these little strips of brick right here from the brick panel mold. They are going to go, we're going to have 3 of them. We're going to have 1, 2, 3 on each side to be glued into place. And like we did with the other one, this very top one that's right here, you can go ahead and sand that at an angle so that it kind of fits up against there. We're going to do those on each side. So this other side is also going to have 3 of them.